Hey Spud Squad, I know it has been a while and I do apologize, but I tell you, this last month was a challenge. But one of the big things was that I needed new equipment. So I actually have a new phone. I'm excited. This is my phone ran out of space. So I had to wait till I could get a new phone to be able to record again. So I just wanted to say, hey guys, I'm sorry it's been so long, but I have obviously still been watching TV, still been going to the movies, so on and so forth. So I want to talk to you about a show that I just recently binge watched over the weekend, like totally binged it on Netflix. It was so cute, called Running Point with Kate Hudson. Have you guys seen that one yet? It's so cute. So Kate Hudson basically is the daughter of her dad owned a basketball team. And so he'd given her brothers like prominent jobs in the organization. And it's a fictitious team, called the Los Angeles Waves basketball team. And one of her brothers ends up having to go to rehab. He turns out to be a drug addict and has to go to rehab. So then she is given the new job. Her brother appoints her as the new president of the Los Angeles Waves basketball team. And it's such a cute little show. So, like I said, I binged I think it's 10 episodes over the weekend. And so to talk about it real quick, so I thought it was a hilarious show. It was hilarious to me. Like, they had so many cute little one-liners and so on. But so it starts out with her explaining, because she narrates the show as you go. And so it starts out with her explaining basically like the background of her and her brothers and her family, and how her dad saw her brothers as, he was pretty misogynistic and saw her brothers as his successors, but didn't really give her a shot, And so of course, in her late teens and early 20s, she acted out, doing like Playboy shoots and, getting into drugs, being a party girl, so on and so forth. And then eventually her oldest brother, who was, like I said, worked there and ended up being the president, gave her an opportunity to work in the charities department with the Los Angeles Waves basketball team and kind of clean up her act, So we start out with understanding that dynamic. She has two full brothers and then one half brother. The half brother is the CFO. The other brother is the GM. And then you had her oldest brother, who was the president. But when he goes into rehab, she ends up being appointed as the new president. Okay. Well, now this is where things start to get a little bit interesting. One of the guys who works in concessions at the stadium, who's had a couple of positive interactions with her name is Isla, had a couple of positive interactions with Isla. Turns out his mom passes away, unfortunately, and she had written a letter that their lawyer had, the guy, his mother, her lawyer, had her to read once she passed away. And it turns out he is another half brother to that family. So yeah, the Gordons, like Isla Gordon and everybody else, he is now he's the half brother of them. Papa was a Rolling Stone, as it turns out. Okay. And they welcome him into the family. The big brother did not want to do this, but the other two and the half brother did choose to go ahead and accept him into the family. And Isla makes him her executive assistant. So now you got the whole family working there. And the show is just basically about her growing pains, figuring out how to navigate this male-dominated world as the only woman who is the owner or the president of a basketball franchise. And it's such a cool little show, watching how she's able to, in her own way, navigate things. So, like, for example, one of the players was really disrespectful. Okay, so when it comes out that the brother is a drug addict, they lose some of their sponsorships, right? One of their sponsorships was this mattress company, okay? And so she goes to goes to speak to them to try and see if she can salvage the relationship and get them to continue to sponsor them, and they're just not having it. They're supposed to be a very, Christian and family oriented business, and so he insults the fact that her brother is a drug addict, the other brother is gay, then it's just, the other one has a wife that, like a foreign wife, like he was so disrespectful. So of course she lays him out and then leaves, right? Well, now she's got to find other sponsors. Well, she's in Sephora and she realizes that there are women in Sephora actually wearing the basketball, like the Waves basketball jerseys. So she realizes that that's an untapped market, of all the people that watch their show, or all the people that follow their basketball team, a third of them are women. So on any given night where you have 6 million, she says 6 million viewers, 2 million of them are women. So this is a completely untapped market. You'd be the first, Sephora would be the first female kind of company, that would be able to, that would be sponsoring a basketball team. And so, of course, they jump at the idea. They love it, so they jump in. Well, when one of the players, he's a jerk, okay? He ends up, he sees the New Jersey with the Sephora patch on it, and he grabs a Sharpie and writes ass next to Sephora, right? And then he takes to social media to defame Sephora even more about being a female brand and he's not for this and blah, 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 right? So when she sees this, and of course Sephora is enraged and they're ready to pull their sponsorship and this, then the third. And so she goes down there to talk to him. Well, she really goes down there to yell at him and lay him out, right? Well, the coach for the team stops her because she's like, I've seen, my father get a lot of shit done by, screaming at people, and, that's how he handled it. He's like, yeah, your father could do that, and the players feared him. But if you do that, they're going to hate you. And that's the dynamic between being a male or a female in that role. So instead, she had to go about it by kind of pulling him aside. She took him to dinner. She had a conversation with him and explained why it was important that he not do this. And, just came at him a bit more demure, okay, if you would, if you will, and it got the point across. He agreed to apologize and so on and so forth. Of course, at that dinner, some other stuff happened, and I don't want to tell you everything because I don't want to ruin it, but I would love for you guys to watch this show and let me know kind of what your thoughts are on it, because like I said, I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I kind of want to get you guys' take on it as well. So when you get a minute, hit me in the comments. Let me know what your thoughts were. If you've had a chance to see it, did you binge it like I did? And if this led you to want to watch it, okay? Of course, there are so many other things that we need to talk about. We're up to episode 5, I think, of Watson, so we need to talk about that. So there's an upcoming video for that. We got, I got through all of the Traitors. Like, all of season 3 of the Traitors is complete, and I definitely want to talk about that. And then we've got Deal or No Deal Island, a new season of Survivor, a new season of The Amazing Race. Like, please understand, I will be back. I'm here now. I just had a little bit of a setback, but I'm here now, and I'm so excited to still be part of the Spud Squad and be building this community one Spud at a time. So look forward to seeing you guys soon. Talk to you later. Bye.